Welcome to Audiobook Zone. Do you ever feel like you're stuck in life, constantly held back by negative thoughts, fears, or just feeling overwhelmed by everything going on in your head? If so, you're not alone. Many of us struggle with overthinking and self-doubt, but Gary John Bishop's Unfck Yourself, Get Out of Your Head and Into Your Life, is a guide that can help you break free from these mental traps. It's a no-nonsense, straightforward book designed to push you out of your negative thinking patterns and into action. In this book, Bishop offers practical advice to help you take responsibility for your life and stop letting fear, overthinking, or self-doubt run the show. It's about shifting your mindset, owning your actions, and creating the life you truly want by focusing on what you can do instead of letting your thoughts control you. Today, we're going to break down the main ideas of this book so you can apply them in your own life. Whether you're stuck in a negative loop, feeling unmotivated, or just unsure of how to move forward, these concepts can help you take control and start making real progress. And before we dive into these insights, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay updated on more life-changing content. Now, let's get into it. Number 1. I am willing. The first principle in the book focuses on the concept of willingness. Are you truly willing to do what it takes to change your life? Many of us want to improve our situation, but when it comes to putting in the effort, we often shy away. We desire change, but we're not always willing to step out of our comfort zones and take action. This rule is about realizing that if you want something, you have to be willing to do the work and face the discomfort that comes with growth. What does being willing mean? Being willing means you are prepared to face whatever challenges are necessary to reach your goals. It's not about simply wishing for something to be different or hoping life will get better. It's about committing to the actions required to make it happen. If you want a better job, for instance, being willing means updating your resume, applying for new positions, and maybe even taking extra classes to improve your skills. It's easy to say you want something, but are you really willing to do what it takes? Are you willing to wake up earlier, stay focused, and work hard when things get tough? Willingness is the first step toward change because without it, you won't take the necessary steps to move forward. Facing discomfort. Change is often uncomfortable, and many people shy away from it. However, growth happens outside of your comfort zone. Being willing means accepting that discomfort is part of the process. Whether it's facing your fears, making sacrifices, or pushing through difficult tasks, willingness is what drives you to keep going when things get hard. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when it's not easy or fun. Number 2. I am wired to win. This principle teaches that our minds are always working to win at whatever we focus on. Your brain is wired to accomplish whatever you spend the most time thinking about, whether it's good or bad. If you're constantly focusing on negative things, your failures, fears, or weaknesses, you'll end up winning at staying stuck in those patterns. But if you shift your focus toward positive goals and your potential, your brain will work toward helping you succeed. Your mind is a winning machine. Imagine your brain as a machine that's always trying to win. If you constantly think about how you're not good enough, how you'll never succeed, or how you're afraid of failing, your brain will find ways to make those things happen. You'll subconsciously sabotage your efforts and reinforce those negative beliefs. On the other hand, if you start focusing on your strengths, on what you can do, and on the goals you want to achieve, your brain will begin to work toward those outcomes. Your mind is powerful, and it follows the path you set for it. If you focus on success, your brain will help you find ways to achieve it. Shift your focus for success. The key here is to consciously shift your focus. Start paying attention to the thoughts you allow to dominate your mind. Are they helping you win at life, or are they keeping you stuck in fear and doubt? If you catch yourself focusing on the negative, make an effort to redirect your thoughts to something positive and productive. For example, instead of thinking, "I'll never be good at this," change your focus to, "I'm getting better every day." This small shift in focus helps your brain start looking for opportunities and solutions instead of reinforcing limiting beliefs. Number 3. I got this. Many of us are held back by self-doubt. We tell ourselves we're not good enough, that we can't handle the challenges life throws at us, or that we're bound to fail. This principle is about rejecting that self-doubt and replacing it with confidence in your own ability to figure things out. I got this is the mindset that pushes you to take action, even when things are tough. The power of self-belief. One of the biggest barriers to success is self-doubt. It stops us from even trying because we're so afraid of failure. But the truth is, you are more capable than you think. You've handled challenges before, and you'll handle them again. When you adopt the belief that, "I got this," you start trusting in your own abilities to find solutions, make decisions, and keep moving forward no matter what. Believing in yourself doesn't mean you'll always know exactly what to do. It means having the confidence that you can figure it out, even if you don't have all the answers right now. Self-belief is about trusting your ability to adapt, learn, and grow through challenges. Building confidence through action. Confidence comes from taking action, not from waiting until you feel perfectly ready. Often the more you do, the more confident you become. Each small success builds momentum and helps you trust yourself more. So, even if you feel unsure, remind yourself, "I got this," and take the next step. With every step you take, you'll build the confidence to keep moving forward. For example, if you're nervous about starting a new job or a big project, focus on what you can control and remind yourself that you've tackled challenges before. The more you take action, the more you'll prove to yourself that you've got what it takes to succeed. Number 4. I embrace the uncertainty. Life is full of uncertainty, and many of us spend a lot of time worrying about the unknown. We want to control everything, but the reality is that we can't. This principle encourages you to embrace uncertainty rather than fear it. When you stop resisting the unknown, you open yourself up to new opportunities and experiences that you might have missed by staying in your comfort zone. The illusion of control. Many people try to avoid uncertainty by controlling every aspect of their lives. They plan for every possible outcome and avoid taking risks because they're afraid of what might happen if things don't go as expected. But the truth is, no matter how much you plan, you can't predict the future. Uncertainty is a natural part of life, and trying to avoid it only leads to stress and anxiety. By learning to embrace uncertainty, you free yourself from the need to control everything. You stop worrying about what might go wrong and start focusing on what you can do in the present. This mindset helps you take risks, try new things, and grow, even when you don't know exactly how things will turn out. Finding growth in the unknown. Some of the greatest opportunities in life come from stepping into the unknown. When you take risks, whether it's starting a new job, moving to a new city, or trying something completely new, you open yourself up to experiences that can help you grow and evolve. Yes, there's uncertainty, but there's also potential for growth, learning, and success. Instead of fearing what might go wrong, embrace the possibility that things could go right. When you accept that you can't control everything, you allow life to unfold in unexpected and sometimes amazing ways. Embracing uncertainty gives you the freedom to live more fully and explore new opportunities without being held back by fear. Number 5. I am not my thoughts, I am what I do. This principle is about recognizing that you are not defined by your thoughts, especially the negative ones. Many people get caught up in their own heads, believing that their thoughts dictate who they are and what they can achieve. But the truth is, it's not your thoughts that define you, it's your actions. What you choose to do, regardless of your thoughts, is what shapes your life. Recognizing negative thoughts. Everyone has negative thoughts from time to time. Maybe you think, I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed, or I don't deserve this. While these thoughts may pop into your head, they don't have to control your actions. Just because you think something doesn't mean it's true, and it certainly doesn't mean you have to act on it. The key is to separate your thoughts from your actions. You might have doubts, fears, or negative thoughts, but you can still take positive action. Instead of letting your thoughts control you, choose to act in a way that aligns with your goals and values. Taking action, despite negative thoughts. It's easy to get caught in a loop of overthinking, where your negative thoughts stop you from taking action. You might think, I'm not ready for this, or I'll fail if I try. But the truth is, you don't need to wait until your thoughts are perfect before you act. You can take action even while feeling uncertain or afraid. For example, if you're thinking about starting a business but your mind is full of doubts like, I'm not experienced enough, or what if it fails? Recognize those thoughts for what they are, just thoughts. You can still move forward despite them. Start with small steps like researching, creating a plan, or reaching out to others for advice. Your thoughts don't have to hold you back. Over time, the more you act, the less power those negative thoughts have over you. By focusing on what you do rather than what you think, you take control of your life. You'll realize that it's your actions that create progress, not waiting for the perfect mindset. Creating positive momentum. When you act in alignment with your goals, even if your mind is full of doubts, you build momentum. Each step you take, no matter how small, reinforces the belief that you are capable. Over time, this helps shift your thinking as well. The more you act, the more confident you become, and eventually, your thoughts will start to reflect that confidence. The key takeaway from this principle is simple. You are not your thoughts. You are what you choose to do. By focusing on action rather than being trapped in your head, you can achieve more than you ever thought possible. Number 6. I am relentless. Success isn't always about talent or luck. It's often about persistence. This principle is all about developing a relentless attitude toward achieving your goals. No matter how many setbacks you face, no matter how hard things get, being relentless means you keep pushing forward. You refuse to give up, even when the road seems long or challenging. The importance of persistence. One of the most important qualities for success is persistence. Many people give up too early when things get tough, but those who succeed are the ones who keep going, even when it's hard. Being relentless means you don't let obstacles stop you. You push through difficulties and keep your eyes on the bigger picture. Life will throw challenges your way, and sometimes it will feel like progress is slow or non-existent. But being relentless means continuing to take action even when you're tired, discouraged, or uncertain. Every small step you take, even when it feels insignificant, brings you closer to your goal. Learning from failure. Being relentless doesn't mean you'll never fail. It means you'll learn from failure and keep moving forward. Failure is a natural part of growth, and it's often where we learn the most. When you approach failure with a relentless mindset, you don't see it as the end, but as a stepping stone toward success. For example, if you're working toward a goal like starting a business or getting fit, you might encounter setbacks along the way. Maybe your first business idea doesn't take off, or you hit a plateau in your fitness journey. Instead of giving up, being relentless means adjusting your approach, learning from what went wrong, and trying again. Developing mental toughness. To be relentless, you need mental toughness, the ability to keep going, even when things get hard. You build mental toughness by facing challenges head-on and refusing to quit. Each time you push through a difficult situation, you strengthen your resilience and your belief in your own ability to succeed. By committing to relentless effort, you create a mindset that nothing can stop you. Whether you face failures, delays, or doubts, you keep pushing forward until you reach your goal. This determination is what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who give up when the going gets tough. Number 7. I expect nothing and accept everything. Expectations are often a source of disappointment and frustration. When you expect things to go a certain way and they don't, you end up feeling upset or angry. This principle is about letting go of rigid expectations and learning to accept life as it unfolds. By expecting nothing and accepting everything, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and disappointment. The dangers of expectations. Many people go through life with fixed expectations about how things should be. They expect people to act a certain way, expect events to go smoothly, and expect success to come easily. But life doesn't always follow the script we create in our minds. When things don't go as expected, it can lead to frustration, disappointment, and a sense of failure. For example, you might expect a promotion at work after years of hard work, but when it doesn't happen, you feel crushed. Or you might expect your partner to always understand your needs without communicating them, leading to frustration when they don't. These unmet expectations can create unnecessary tension in your life. Letting go of control. Learning to expect nothing doesn't mean you stop caring about your goals or desires. It means you stop trying to control every outcome. By letting go of the need to control how things unfold, you allow life to happen without constantly fighting against it. This acceptance helps you stay calm and flexible, even when things don't go as planned. When you expect nothing, you stop attaching your happiness to specific outcomes. You become more open to whatever happens and more willing to adapt. This mindset shift allows you to flow with life rather than resisting it, making you more resilient in the face of challenges. Finding peace through acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean passively resigning yourself to whatever happens. It means acknowledging reality and making the best of it. When you accept everything, you stop wasting energy on what could have been or what should have happened. Instead, you focus on what is and find ways to move forward. For example, if you're dealing with a difficult situation at work or in your personal life, accepting the reality of the situation allows you to focus on solutions rather than being stuck in frustration. Acceptance helps you navigate life's ups and downs with more ease and grace, allowing you to stay focused on what truly matters. Number 8. Getting out of your head. One of the biggest obstacles people face is getting stuck in their own heads. We overthink, overanalyze, and second-guess ourselves to the point where we become paralyzed by indecision. This principle is about learning to get out of your head and into action. It's about taking steps, even when you're not sure if they're perfect, because action is what leads to progress. Overcoming paralysis by analysis. When you spend too much time thinking about all the reasons something might not work, you end up doing nothing at all. This is called paralysis by analysis, where you're so focused on thinking through every possible outcome that you never actually take action. Overthinking creates a cycle of doubt and inaction that keeps you stuck in the same place. For example, if you're thinking about starting a new project but keep worrying about all the things that could go wrong, you might end up never starting at all. Or, if you're considering a big life change like moving to a new city or changing careers, overthinking the risks might stop you from taking the leap. Taking imperfect action. Getting out of your head means taking action, even when things aren't perfect. It means recognizing that you don't need to have everything figured out before you start. In fact, you'll often figure things out as you go. The important thing is to take the first step, no matter how small. When you take action, you break the cycle of overthinking and start building momentum. Each step forward brings you closer to your goals, and as you take more action, your confidence grows. You start to realize that you don't need to have all the answers up front. What matters is that you're moving forward. Focusing on action, not perfection. Perfectionism is one of the biggest enemies of progress. Many people wait for the perfect time or the perfect conditions to start, but that perfect moment rarely arrives. By focusing on action rather than perfection, you allow yourself to make mistakes, learn from them, and keep moving forward. Getting out of your head isn't about ignoring your thoughts. It's about not letting them stop you. It's about shifting from thinking to doing, because action is what leads to change. The more you act, the less power your doubts and fears will have over you, and the more progress you'll make toward your goals. Conclusion. The core message is simple but powerful. You are in control of your life, and your actions are what shape your reality. The book emphasizes the importance of taking responsibility for your mindset and refusing to let negative thoughts or fears hold you back. Through principles like embracing uncertainty, being relentless, and getting out of your head, you can break free from the mental barriers that keep you stuck. The key takeaway is that change comes from action. You don't have to wait until you feel perfectly ready, and you don't have to let your doubts stop you. By adopting a mindset of willingness, persistence, and self-belief, you can start making progress toward the life you want. Thank you for joining us today. If you found these insights helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Audiobook Zone for more content that helps you take control of your life and mindset. See you in the next video, and take care.